Welcome to the Stuff and Junk Show, where we share our opinions on random subjects from interesting news, social topics, pop culture, our likes and dislikes, things you've seen, heard, or read, what we did, and what we do. You know, stuff and junk. Hello, my name is Albert.
This is Jiaming.
Susanna.
And once again, we have Myke Ladiona, formerly of the Geek
Myke Ladiona trademarked.
Trademark.
Formerly of the Geek podcast.
Trademark.
Okay.
Trademark. Previously of the Geekdom Fancast, that's a trademark too.
Yes, that's a trademark too. So yeah.
Meanwhile, Mike is buying all the trademarks right now. He's filing all the paperwork.
I just trademarked all your names.
There we go.
All right. So every year we do the summer movie wager, and every year we at least do a recap to see how it all played out.
Every year, regardless of
Every
who,
year.
no matter who wins, we always
Yes, that is exactly what happens
we
every year.
Absolutely,
We
record
do. I agree,
follow.
Jiaming. We do. And here
I
we
remember
go.
Mike's victory lap as if it was yesterday. I remember that recording.
Yeah, we did have that. I mean, none of us watched the movie you recommended, but still, we did.
I don't even remember what I recommended, so who cares?
We do know for a fact it was a Tubi movie. I remember that much. Yeah.
That part I remember.
Yeah, that.
Oh
movie.
yeah, it was probably Cinnamon.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we are recording this on Labor Day, and the tallies as of now stands. We are doing the Summer Movie Wager 2024 recap here, and I'm looking at the list here. Going from the dark horses, we got Longlegs at 73 million, Alien Romulus at 90 million, the Garfield movie at 91 million, and then the top 10 itself, we got The Fall Guy at 92 million, If at 111 million. It Ends With Us at 135 million. A Quiet Place Day 1 at 138. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at 171 million. Number 5, we got Bad Boys Ride or Die at 193 million. Number 4, Twisters, 260 million. Number 3, Despicable Me 4 at 355 million. Number 2, Deadpool and Wolverine at 603 million. And number 1, Inside Out 2 at 651 million. As far as the score is concerned, we had five people competing here. We got Derek. He came out at 28 million. I don't laugh. Mommy.
Last place, hence his absence from this podcast.
Yes.
It's not 28 million, it's 28 points, right?
Oh, 28 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
points.
Sorry. 28
That's
points. Yes, that's why you laugh. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jiaming at number 4 place,
Look at
39 points.
Exactly where I wanted to finish. 4th place.
Anna at 3rd place at 46 points. Mike at 2nd place at 47 points, just one over Anna.
Ooh.
And the winner is me, Albert,
Ooh.
at 55 points.
Ooh, yes.
So,
It's rigged.
so from my recollection, Anna was the first to first place, I believe. It was Anna's game until Inside Out 2, and then I came in.
Oh,
And
crap. I
then-
have to remember what happened over the summer. Oh, shit. I know there's a podcast.
No. I mean, vaguely. I vaguely remember this.
Recollections, memories?
And then,
What
and
is
then,
this?
and then at a certain point, Mike was pretty much in the lead, right?
Mhm.
And then it was
Wow.
Mike all the way until it wasn't. It was back to me again. But
What screwed me? What move screwed me? Do you know?
Garfield got kicked out of the list. If it wasn't for Garfield getting kicked out, you would have won.
I had it in 5th like an idiot.
No, I mean, everybody was pretty much making fun of you for putting Garfield on the list. And for the majority of the summer, we were all like, "Shit, Mike got it right." But it all takes to Blake Lively. It was kicked out of the list.
I put Fly Me to the Moon as one of the top 10.
Oh my
I
god,
thought
Mike.
Fly Me to the Moon was going to be in my top 10.
Yeah.
Side
Alien
story.
Romulus was a dark horse.
Side story about
it
Fly
ended
Me
up
to the
being a
Moon.
dark horse, so actually.
A quick side story about Fly Me to the Moon. I found out what the budget was. How much do you think that movie, where just like a couple of people talking and stuff like that about NASA back in there? How much do you think it
100
cost?
million.
60
100
million.
80 million.
And I got exactly right. $100 million.
Yeah.
That movie cost.
Jesus.
It's
That's a week.
mostly the salaries, right?
Yeah, it's Apple TV just spending whatever, man, just to do whatever, man. It's ridiculous, man.
And then, like, not promoting it.
Yeah, because it's going on the platform and stuff like that. So yeah, It's this and,
but
and other movies. They're really gonna. I think it was announced recently that they're finally going to tighten the belt when it comes to the movie budgets and stuff like that, and Apple TV Plus in general. But that $100 million just to produce that movie, crazy.
Yeah, the Netflix same thing too. They're also tightening the belt on their blockbuster movies as well. But Apple TV Plus is promoting Wolves. They're promoting that movie, but they didn't promote Fly Me to the Moon that much.
Well, two bigger stars, and also I think
Scarlett Johansson's a big star.
compared to Brad Pitt and Clooney. Come on, man.
Yeah, but
man.
Brad Pitt and Clooney.
Unless she's flying around in the Marvel movie, I don't think she's.
Hot take. I don't think Brad Pitt and George Clooney carried the movie since like the early aughts.
Hotter take.
But they're household names.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt has enough pull to not be like to have his PR image look a good guy when he isn't. So they have enough pull.
How about
Like,
a hotter take? Nobody can open a movie anymore. Barely anybody can move. People thought Ryan Gosling coming off of Barbie would be. You know what? This is the guy. This is the guy.
Shocker!
Yeah,
What a
he's
shocker.
gonna open a movie, but no.
Well, I mean, right now the guy that a lot of people are saying can open the movie is Glenn Powell. So
And where did Hitman go?
Hitman went straight to video, so you don't count that.
Yeah, what? Yeah,
And,
that's
and
convenient.
people were talking about Hitman, so you got to give that credits as well. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think anybody can open a movie and stuff like that. Glenn Powell, his next thing going to be going to a Hulu little miniseries and stuff. So I don't know about anybody anymore, man. Unless there's some lightsaber or some sort of like superhero stuff. I don't know. Even that is not guaranteed anymore. But I don't know. That's a digression.
Maybe directors could more than actors now.
Yeah.
Me personally, as a movie person, I would look at more directors. But we're talking about general audiences. I don't know what opens a movie anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
True.
I think it's Glenn Powell. I think Glenn Powell can open a movie.
Yeah, Glenn
What about
Powell.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yes, arguably no, because of what's that one movie?
Oh, Madam Web.
Madam Web, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Glenn Powell has a good track record out of the movies out in theaters. Jiaming.
To be fair to what's her name for Madam Web, she's not the lead. She wasn't her name that was promoted in that movie and stuff like that. You know.
All right. Well,
Well, we
okay.
know Dakota can't open a movie, so there you go.
Well, okay. Right now, the movies the current movies with Glenn Powell's name in it that were in theaters essentially was the movie Devotion, which arguably I guess did not make that much, right? But he was the co-lead.
He did okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that did okay. I don't know the numbers. And then Anyone But You put him on the limelight, right? That did pretty good. And then now Twisters,
And that's a co-lead. I think the two of them helped each other and stuff like that.
or did they? But yeah, and then Twisters opened big as well. I mean, yeah, that's a legacy movie as well, so that helps.
Yeah.
So everybody's eyes are on him because so far right now he's doing pretty well. But right now the real test is if he can open a movie in theaters as an original product that isn't just like a remake of an old movie.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But right now,
And also, Twisters is fantastic. I love it. It made a lot of money. But at the end of the day, I think the star of the movie is the Twister. You know what I mean? The win. You know what I mean? And also, Stardom also should the win. Yeah, the win exactly. And Stardom should also have something to do with should also entail carrying it in foreign markets too. There's a big there's not big controversy, but there's like a big fight between Warner Bros. And Universal because Universal opened the movie Twisters in the U.S. made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers opened it overseas, and it kind of bombed overseas. It did not.
It's
It
an
didn't make that
American
much.
thing. Yeah, it's a very American thing.
Yeah.
This one was very American, like
Yeah.
centric. You know, it
But
was,
I heard that they have wind everywhere.
Yeah, but
Wait, do they have tornadoes in other countries?
no, other countries is
No?
more concerned. No, okay, if they do exist, they're not as popular as typhoons. So there's that. Twisters is the Twisters are pretty much like an American thing for the most part, right?
It's a
And maybe
Oklahoma
like
thing. It's an
storm
Oklahoma
chasing.
thing.
Are we the only dumbasses that actually go after them?
Sure.
I'm sure there's dumbasses all over the world. Come on, man.
But I
Come
mean,
on.
Do you
if
hear about like tsunami chasers in Japan?
do they exist? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
Must-
either.
There's gotta be idiots everywhere. That's my whole thing. There's gotta be idiots everywhere.
Yeah, but
Dumbasses
but going back to the list here,
Mhm.
me and Anna had Twisters at number 6, and we were the ones that were the most confident in that movie.
Mhm.
But so far, all of us were more or less kind of confident. I mean, Mike had it at number 7.
Yeah.
Jiaming had it at number 8. So we knew he was going to be in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
So we called that right.
Since we're reviewing, I just want to point out the only thing I don't regret actually most of everything, because I think even though I didn't win, obviously, and stuff, but I stand by the logic. You know what I mean? How I arrived at my answers. The only one regret I have is probably Bad Boys, because I did not look up the box office for the previous Bad Boys. I thought I remember it as like 100 something, but apparently the last Bad Boys like 300, 200 something or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was much higher than I remember. So that's
and
only...
it was like right after the pandemic, right? It was
right during
during
the pandemic.
But wasn't
right
the handicap though? The handicap was that it was during the pandemic. Nobody else had any other movies to watch, right? But we were all, I think all of us except for Mike, we had at least some confidence that it would do something, because we had it. I had it number 9. Anna and Jiaming had number 10, and Derek had the number 8.
Yeah, that's my biggest.
You should have put.
I didn't look up the previous box office for Bad Boys, because if I did, I would place it higher. That's my only regret. Everything else, like I said, even though I didn't get any.
What about Furiosa? I feel like none of us were objective about Furiosa.
Yeah. That was the biggest surprise.
We all thought it was going to be good. I know we were all hyped for it, and like we all loved it, but like objectively,
but I was pragmatic, because I was like, I don't think it's gonna do as good.
Yes,
but trying to balance the opinion out a little bit.
Yeah,
but
also, however bad you feel about Furiosa and stuff, nobody's gonna feel as bad as Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Is in big trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money on that.
Out of all of us, me and Anna were the one that headed the lowest at number 7. The one who headed the most at number 2 is Derek, right? Ooh. And then Mike had number 4, and Jiaming had number 6. So we were all like, it's gonna be in the top 10. You know, we were all more or less confident that's gonna happen.
I thought 6 was pretty safe.
Yeah. I thought 7 was pretty safe, but I guess not. But if I remember correctly, that episode, we kept having to remind ourselves, but it was like, it didn't do that well in the first place either when it first came out.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't, but who knows? Yeah, so.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is going forward, I still will not look up any kind of book movies and stuff like that. Even though I know Albert picked somebody picked Ends With Us, right?
Yeah, it was me.
I'm not going to research that going in 2025, 2026. I'm not going to do that.
I had that as a dark horse. I had
you and your crawdads. Get out of here. I don't want this.
I also picked crawdads. Yeah.
Get out of here, you book adaptations.
And Ends With Us was legitimately on track, no matter what, to make a buttload of money.
Yeah. Nobody.
I don't want to.
Wait, how can you say that? You don't even have it on the list.
Well, no, because I'm not a co-host supporter. And I do not want that name associated in any of my lists.
I see.
But I knew it was going to make a buttload of money.
Yeah.
What I didn't expect was the drama, but it was always going to be one of those I was going to franchise Coho in the movie industry.
That's actually one of the funniest things that's happened over the summer. As far as the drama behind the making of or the promoting of Ends With Us, because I mentioned before. I don't watch a lot of trailers, but on some level, I'm fed the marketing. You know what I mean? Whether it's viral marketing, posters, and all that. And when I was finally told what the story of the movie is, it's like about domestic violence. I was shocked. You know what I mean? So, and all the behind the scenes of how a person like me got fed that information, fed into the behind the scenes drama. So it's crazy. It's absolutely
I didn't
insane.
even know. I thought it was a rom-com.
Exactly.
No,
it's either a rom-com or a romantic drama and stuff like that. Those are the two possibilities I had. Yeah. So
yeah.
More like romantic trauma.
Yeah, for real. No, but I did not predict the downfall of Blake Lively, so it was a very interesting thing to see as well. So
also she'll be fine. By the way, the thing's making like 150 million. It's fine.
I mean,
yes. You think they're regretting now not unmasking Lady Deadpool?
Yeah,
probably. I mean, I think people are finally realizing that maybe Blake Lively's never been that great, but the movie's making the movie. I mean, again, like I said, it was always going to make a buttload of money. There was no doubt about it.
Yeah.
This is going to solidify the next 50 Shades of Grey franchise kind of thing. It was always going to make a ton of money.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going to learn my lesson. I'm not going to look up the book adaptation of 2025, 26. I don't care what Blake Lively, I don't care what Reese Witherspoon does. Get out of here. Get out of here with your
I don't even know
annotation.
if it. Oh, I gotta look it up because I'm like, I don't even know another one that's coming out except another Coho.
I'm sure there will be.
Probably.
Based on this, the Crawdad stuff, the Reese Witherspoon
But
thing.
the Crawdads did bad, didn't it?
No,
made
it made the number.
no.
It was number 10 in that year,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
It was like
all right.
It was a COVID hit, but it was still a hit.
Okay.
It paid like $2 to make that movie, so I'm sure the Crawdad thing was a big hit.
I think it pissed off book readers, but
Yeah, that's my. I mean, it also stars the one who's in Twisters right now. But I believe I did pick that movie, and I'm not sure if it was 10 or 9, but it was on my list that year.
Damn, how do you remember that?
Because it was a shocker to me too. I'm like, oh hey, I actually made it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Again, those were always going to make money.
The shocker for me that I completely overestimated is Horizon, and that,
Wow,
man, that was a shocker for me.
Yeah, I agree. I had Chapter 2 as a dark horse. That's how much
we went hard on that.
Yeah.
Like
it's gotta
Sound
make
of Freedom?
Yeah. Jiaming was the one who was telling us, like, no, you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, guy. The moment you realized it wasn't going to work, is it when they announced it was going to be 3 hours? 3 hours?
Yes, that was the moment. The moment I heard it was 3
That's what I
hours, I'm
thought.
like, oh shit, I made the wrong call.
Yeah.
Now, isn't the second chapter not like in danger of not even being released?
No, he made the movie already.
Yeah, he was shooting it.
It's going to go straight to streaming.
If he has to go straight to streaming,
yeah.
Either way, he already shot it. He's shooting the third movie right now.
He was shooting the second and third one when he was promoting the first one, stuff like that.
Even if they don't release in theater, he's making the movies. It's like his passion project, so he's gonna do it anyway.
You know, I love that. No matter what, Kevin Costner's like, I'm gonna make the movie.
Yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like Zack Snyder. I'm gonna make the movie anyway.
I think the final number was he said he put like $35-40 million of his own money. So yeah, he's all in.
He's all in.
I'd rather check out Horizon than Rebel Moon, though. I think is that.
Wow.
I'm still so curious. I heard the director's cut's a little different. But I still haven't.
I'm not gonna fall for that anymore. Only once.
I think it's a 3 hours thing. Well, in that case, it's a 6 hour thing. It's a 6 hours thing that's really like making me not do it. So there's that. Yeah.
God willing, this is the nail in the coffin of Zack Snyder. I think this is it. You know what I mean?
I heard it is. I heard that's pretty much it because Netflix pretty much canceled these other projects already. So
they quiet canceled his follow ups to the
zombie movie.
The zombie movies. There was a cartoon and the possible sequel that they kind of canceled and stuff like that.
Yeah. The other surprise for the summer movie wager is how well Inside Out 2 did. Admittedly, I had it at number 1, and I was pretty confident, but it was still a surprise to me how well it did.
Yeah.
I mentioned number 2.
Yeah. We all had some confidence, but it was still a surprise. That's the thing.
I mentioned
when the last time I listened to my Disney friend.
Yeah.
It's actually the number 1 animated movie of all time.
Right now it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned before, my technique is to write out the movies and sort of write out the number, the actual number I think they're going to make and stuff. I had the top 3 movies like in the 300s and high 200s. And Inside Out finished like in the 600s million. That's crazy.
Same thing with Deadpool. Yeah. So that is surprising. I think the only one that did was Anna. Yeah. But even
to my friend.
Oh, the other stat is like I think by so far either Disney or Fox have been the number 1 box office for 40% of the times in this year so far.
Yeah.
So and
they're one and the same. So
they're one and the same. So they count it as one. So so it's either been the Monkey movie, Inside Out, Deadpool, Wolverine, Aliens, and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the Monkey movie.
I got the Monkey movie dead on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, hilarious. Mike was the only one that got it dead on, number 6. Mm-hmm. I had it number 10, I believe. But yeah, I was confident it's going to be on there. I just think it was going to be that high, obviously.
Do you guys have any dead-ons?
For me, the dead-ons were the top 3. Inside Out 2, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Despicable Me 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's huge. That'll win you the game.
You had 3 also, Mike, but then the last 3 changed because of Blake Lively.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I think everybody got the top 3, but just Albert got in the right order, right?
Anna got Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh wait, Anna didn't put Inside
dead on.
Yeah. Anna had Deadpool right on number 2 as well.
Yeah.
And if.
The movie would have done. I had no confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed If.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I nailed it.
You nailed
I
this.
don't know
Yeah.
if that's
I did.
That was the movie that I had no confidence in for obvious reason. I didn't put it in my list at all. But yeah, that's another pleasant surprise for me too. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess
I
John
wonder if they're gonna
Krasinski.
make a sequel. They could call it Then.
John,
Hey,
John,
No.
Albert edited one of those rim shots there.
yeah.
And this is okay.
I think this is one that what Jiaming is saying. How director or was it Mike? The directors might be the one that people look for now in terms of why they watch a movie, and John Krasinski essentially carried this movie, and why people probably watched it, right?
I think in this case, I think it's because people need the kids were out of school at the beginning of the summer. People just need something to watch and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't think people went there.
Did this come out?
Maybe in that case, it
This
was
is one of the earlier
director,
movies.
But like,
Yeah.
if you check out every other movie on the list, it wasn't.
But did this come out before or after Garfield?
I think around the same time. I think they were all a few weeks apart.
Yeah, and Garfield did really well too until it was knocked out
Yeah.
from the top 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, Garfield was one that was really screwing me over for the rest of the summer.
Yeah.
That's the
This-
one like
This is a summer where, because not a lot of movies came out and stuff like that, a lot of movies had a lot of legs and stuff. If Garfield, Fall Guy, Inside Out, and a lot of these movies had a lot of legs. They had a lot. They open. They can even open a little bit soft and stuff like Fall Guy, and then but they had long legs. They stayed in the theater for a long time because
Yeah.
they had room.
Especially
They had,
long legs. Ah!
Yeah.
especially long legs. Give Fall Guy a lot of credit. Shout out to Fall Guy. Everybody pretty much said, "Oh, it's a failure."
Mhm.
And it stayed on the top 10, like literally hanging on the ledge on the top 10.
Yeah. The biggest mistake Fall Guy made was being the first movie out. You know what I mean? It seems like the psychology of the summer movie blockbuster is a real thing. You know what I mean? You really do need a Marvel or a DC or something to open the summer movie. You know what I mean? Fall Guy is just not it. You know what I mean? If it would have opened later, if it was switched with like Inside Out or Deadpool Wolverine, I think it would have done a lot better. You know what I mean? But people found it. People liked that movie, right? So
They did. They eventually did like the movie.
Yeah.
I think it would have crossed 100 if they didn't release it on VOD like 3 weeks later.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but I'm kind of proud of that movie. It's a really good movie. And
It's a really good movie.
And it stayed in the top 10. So
it's on just for FYI, it's on Peacock. They have an extended extra 28-minute version on Peacock. I watched a little bit of it. It's a fun movie. It's a really good movie.
yeah. Right now I was eyeing Alien Romulus because there was a chance that Alien Romulus might pass the Fall Guy. As of this recording, that has not happened. So yeah, it's pretty close though. Fall Guy was 92 million, Garfield was 91, and Alien Romulus 90. So it could have been any of those three in the number 10 slot. So it's pretty impressive how that played out.
If Alien Romulus took over Fall Guy, do I beat you?
No, you still don't.
God damn it! I was gonna go watch Alien Romulus after we recorded.
Yeah, and actually, ironically enough, you would lose points because the Fall Guy
Oh,
gives you
never
7
mind.
points. If Alien Romulus
Oh
goes
yeah,
to the,
that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
if Alien Romulus goes to number 10, you only get 1 point, so you lose
But
6
what
Oh,
points.
never
happens?
mind.
But what happens 6 weeks from now when Deadpool Wolverine flips with Inside Out? What happens then?
Here, what? Oh,
You think
nothing.
that's gonna happen?
Nothing. Nothing, because this is the end run right now. It's nothing. I still win. but if that does happen, I lose. Let me do the math here. 6. I lose 9 points. Imagine that. I lose 9 points. So
We're
I'll,
gonna reconvene 6 weeks from now, guys.
I would have
Mark it on your calendar.
I would have the same score as Anna has right now. So essentially, Mike would win.
Yeah.
Oh damn it!
Yeah.
I can't wait to make that post 6 weeks from now. Oh my gosh, look forward to it.
Jiaming gets 7 more points, so we would be tied, Jiaming. We would be
There you
tied
go.
with 46.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if
I'm
Deadpool,
actually
yeah, go on.
I actually am confident that they will flip. It's just
Oh, yeah.
way past the deadline.
Yeah, they just gotta stay in the theaters another month, and they will definitely pass Inside Out too. Yeah, and they they are because it's still making money.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing this weekend for Labor Day weekend? They're releasing like the Harry Potter movies. There's no movies out. You know what I mean? It's a shitty
They
movie.
really
season.
are.
Beetlejuice,
Oh my God.
Beetlejuice comes out this weekend. Come on, guys.
It's a shitty movie.
Man.
Uh,
I heard good things about Beetlejuice.
I haven't heard
nothing to go see in
anything.
the theater anymore.
People are saying it's a return to form almost.
Yeah, I heard
really?
it's
Is that what people say?
I heard
Oh,
good.
that's
Yeah,
good.
I heard
That's good.
I heard it's good.
I only have Gladiator to look forward to for the rest of the year.
There's more than
Um,
Gladiator. Come on.
Is it
Not
notable?
anything else that I want to see.
You're just saying that's the only other movie that has Pedro Pascal in it, so that's all that counts.
But yeah, all the cows are there. But like literally, nothing else am I excited for. I don't care for uh Joker. I don't care for Beetlejuice. I don't care for Venom. I don't care. Well, I guess I could care for Sonic, but that's in December. Again, I have
Yeah.
nothing. I have nothing. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm gonna
I'm
pause my
excited.
AMC A list.
I'm excited for Honora just because I like recently watched Red Rocket and the Florida Project. I want to see that movie, but that's it.
Yeah.
That I can think of. And Sonic.
There you go.
All right. Anything else from the summer movie wagers that you guys want to talk about?
Is it notable that there's two couples that kind of dominated? We have Blake Lively
say
and
it.
Ryan Reynolds.
Don't say it.
Deadpool and It Ends With Us, and then also John Krasinski and Emily Blunt with
Oh yeah,
It was-
Quiet Place.
oh wait, she wasn't
She wasn't in
barely
Quiet
that,
Place.
though.
He
Oh,
wasn't in it. Oh my god, you
It
guys!
was-
Wow.
it was
Did
just-
you watch
it was
the
just-
movies?
she was the fall guy.
Did you
She was in the fall guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. The Fall Guy. Yeah, so she was in Fall Guy, and then A Quiet Place is technically produced still by John Krasinski, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Honestly, I thought your joke was gonna be John Krasinski and John Krasinski.
oh,
That would have been better. That would have been better.
yeah, probably.
but yeah, Emily Blunt was the fall guy, and they're like right next 9 and 10. Look at that. Yeah, but yeah, it was an interesting summer movie season, and it just it tells Disney like, hey, crack out all the sequels. Apparently, people are still okay with sequels. So.
I mean, next summer it's gonna be like, isn't there like a stretch where it's like Superman, Fantastic Four, and like one other
Yeah, it's
huge
gonna be-
thing? I forgot what it's gonna be.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it plays out. Movies get delayed, as always shows, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. All right, well there we go, folks. There's our summer movie.
Congrats,
wager for-
Albert. Is there like a movie that we
Yeah,
could
you have to do your
ignore?
Yeah.
Yes, I was getting to that. I was saying that was summer movie wager 2024. I won, yay! And now I get to recommend a movie that nobody's gonna watch, but that seems to be the case every year.
Hey! I'm gonna respectfully ignore.
Okay. Now,
Hey.
now, before I recommend this, do all of you have Paramount Plus?
No.
Yeah, I believe I do.
Oh, yeah, Anna, you don't have it?
No.
God damn it. Okay. Well,
I mean,
Anna, read the Wikipedia page. Whatever he recommends.
yeah.
With the Wikipedia page. Hey, go ahead.
Paramount Plus, that's like the worst app in the world.
it is
dare
a
you.
pretty. It is a pretty bad app.
It's very clunky.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
clunky.
the
so-
actual app.
It
But you could
Yeah, like,
subscribe to it
no.
through other Amazon, I
yeah,
think?
it glitches so much and all that
so
stuff.
much.
It's just- yeah.
I
I
like
believe-
lose my.
I believe Crunchyroll has the worst app ever, followed
Oh.
up by Prime Video, but aesthetically it's the ugliest. So
I
I
think
think those two.
at
are
least on
No.
Apple TV, Prime Video just stepped up their game. At
Actually-
least on Apple
Oh no,
TV.
it did. It did.
the whole thing
I
with
did
Prime
notice
Video
that.
is they redid the thing. It's still terrible to me.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they
super bad.
rejiggered it.
It is.
on
worse.
what device though? Because
My Apple TV. My
Oh,
Apple
really?
TV box. Yeah. It's
I
not.
was kind of impressed by
sexy.
like what it looks like.
So
Yeah.
I
It
think
was really bad before.
this is interesting. This is interesting actually, because all those apps you guys mentioned, I agree. They have problems with them. I would say Paramount Plus is still the worst because it glitches to the point where it crashes, and I don't
You
have the
can't
problem.
watch anything.
Yeah,
I have
I
I
experience
used to
that.
have that problem with Peacock.
Really?
Oh yes, I did too. But Peacock has been really good lately for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they would if they were crashed, they would crash during the Olympics, but I had no problem during the Olympics.
I think for Crunchyroll, my issue with Crunchyroll is the interface. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I hate the
It's the worst.
interface, and
It's the worst.
the future set isn't very good. And not
And
not
the
not,
content
not the
is, like,
content.
stuff I
Content's
haven't
great.
watched before.
Content's
the
great.
content is great, but
But-
the interface, the format,
I
and
just
stuff,
don't watch
it's
anime, so I don't know.
Yeah, and Prime
Well, how dare
Prime
you?
and Prime Video is they don't follow what everybody else does with how you fast forward, rewind, and I hate that. You know, so
I love the
and-
X-ray feature though.
The X-ray
X-ray
feature is
feature's great.
great.
X-ray
Yeah, I love
especially
that.
for animation.
yeah, but yeah, and then
Anyway, what's your pick?
oh yeah,
This is the nerdiest conversation we've ever had.
I mean, summer movies, right? So, in honor of the whole summer blockbuster movies, I'm recommending an indie. In honor of movies out in theaters, I'm recommending one that went straight to video on demand. So it came out of video demand early this year. It's out on. It just recently came out streaming for Paramount Plus, And the reason why I wanted to recommend this movie
Is it Perla?
is what?
Oh my
The
god! Just tell
Perla?
us the title.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. It is it's called The Moon and Back. Not the
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson one. It's called The Moon and Back. It stars Isabel May, which is in the Horizon movies, and PJ Byrne. He's a comedian that you guys have seen somewhere before. Missy Pyle, Nat Faxon, and also this.
Oh, I know Nat Faxon. Nat Faxon's cool.
Yeah. But it's this very small indie film. I believe it actually literally cost like $50,000 to make this movie. Really small movie. It's about teenagers making a movie, right? In honor of movies. I figured this is perfect for that.
Yeah, I see it. It's on my. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's not the best movie out there. It's very familiar. You've seen this before. It's in an era before iPhone, so it's like mid 2000s. It's a coming of age-esque kind of movie, kind of like Didi, but not as serious. I don't want to, as it goes with me, I don't really want to talk too much about the plot because spoiler-ish. But the one plot I do want to mention is
They blow up the moon.
they go
You're
there.
right.
Teenagers making an indie film, and I thought that's appropriate for the fact that Summer We Wager movies, that kind of stuff. So
It's 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, but not a lot of people have seen it. So if more critics watch it, it might go down. But point is that it's a very charming movie, very simple. Like I said, nothing new, nothing original here. I thought the actors are great in it. They kind of pretty much have to carry the movie because the script is pretty, simple. It's a first time movie for the director, and mad props that they were able to make this independent film for apparently $50,000, right? And in an era where indie films now cost more than $1 million and it's usually backed by a big studio, I feel like this movie needs to have some kind of shout out. It was made in 2020. I'm sorry, 2000. It was made in 2020, so it's been in the festival circuit for a while before it finally came out into theaters. I mean, video on demand this year and now streaming as well. So
Oh,
2022.
the director's really pretty.
the director's really pretty. I actually haven't seen what the director looks like, but Leah.
She's cute.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I guess I can Google it now. But
Wow.
Again, dating's a bitch. I'm in a little bit of a rut. So
Leah,
I'm gonna have crushes on random.
oh, she looks kind of like the one actress that I can't come up with the name anymore. But anyways, yeah, it's her first time movie as a director, and I'm surprised she was able to get. Well, not surprised. She probably knew these actors,
Oh.
and they were able to help her out with this movie.
I
So-
can't wait to respectfully ignore this.
yeah.
There you go.
But it's a very cute movie. The Moon and Back. All right, and there you go, folks. Another summer movie wager.
We did it
season
again, guys.
has wrapped up until next year. And so for now, thanks for listening. You can find this podcast on Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at Stuff Junk Show. You can find me, Albert, on Instagram and Threads as well at Albert5x5.
You can find me on social media, JIAMINGLOU.
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or on my other show, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge.
And Mike, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me at OneMyke, ONEMYKE, on Instagram, YouTube, and not YouTube, Instagram and
Whoa.
Oh, easy.
X and Threads and OnlyFans. What?
YouTuber here. Look at that. Music
I'm just kidding. I'm not on OnlyFans.
Yeah, you are.
You're just a fan.
Music is
Hey.
music has been
Unless you guys want me to start one,
Hey now.
you need another
Hey.
supplementary income.
There you go.
Income.
music has been provided by Gloomy June. Updates, contact info, ways to support us, and everything else on the show notes found on whowhatwhereswhy.com. Before we go, let's give our 10 listeners some recommendations for this week. And let's have our guests go first. Mike, do you have a recommendation you want to give to the listeners?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I've been enjoying the show on Peacock. It's an original called Mr. Throwback. It is with
Oh,
Adam
okay.
Pally,
Yeah.
Ego Wodum,
That one.
and Stephen Curry.
Mhm.
It is like a mockumentary kind of thing where like Adam Pally plays a character who was in the world of the show used to be Steph Curry's best friend, and now he's kind of like in a con situation with them. It's like really funny. It's only 6 episodes, 30 minutes, and I always treasure those like 30-minute shows that are good because I always need a show to eat to. And yeah, Steph Curry's actually surprisingly better than average for athletes turned actors.
All right, better than LeBron.
Yes,
Better than
I would
Shaq.
better than Braun and Space Jam, but
Hold on a second. LeBron's
maybe
really good. Actually.
similar in Trainwreck.
Yeah. I think if you give LeBron a proper script for him, he's actually really good. Yeah.
If he just did Trainwreck, I think he'd be higher.
Yeah.
When you give him
Space
too
Jam
much
was
screen,
not good.
yeah. That's too much
Also
screen
for
time.
Shaq, if Shaq just did Blue Chips, I just saw that for the first time and that was really good. If Shaq just did Blue Chips, I think we'd be saying the same.
All right. So that's Mr. Throwback. Watch it on Peacock. Anna, you have a recommendation?
You know, funny enough, I think I should just recommend Peacock, the app. I am about to finish Love Island season 6. I am 5 episodes
UK
away.
or US?
USA, baby. Yeah, Love Island, USA. And I have dedicated so many hours to the show. And if you want to dedicate so many hours to the show, I recommend you watch it because this season has taken like the internet by like surprise and like how popular it became. It like shot up. It's huge, and you know, it's just fun watching all these beautiful people just talk about love because you know it's all social media. Like, thank you for the fame, but you know they're like, I love you, and I've only been dating you for 2 days. Like, it's fun. It's turns off my brain and I'm obsessed. So join me in this journey of Love Island.
And watch it where?
Peacock.
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 Also? Okay. Watch it.
That's why I'm recommending Peacock. Because you know, I used to not use that app at all, and now I'm like deep into that app right now, like with everything.
It's a lot of cock.
It's a lot.
Jiaming, what's your recommendation?
I watched 2 streaming movies over the holiday weekend. The first one is A Contestant, which is a documentary on Hulu. It's about a game show, reality game show that aired in Japan in the 1999.
Oh, the guy that was like sequestered, right?
Yeah.
Like he was in isolation, basically. Oh, that's crazy.
It's kind of the guy. He's kind of wacky. The whole premise is kind of wacky. Yeah, he's not trapped in a room, but he's in a room where they kind of filmed him, and what do you call it? He's naked, and the only thing he can get food or anything like that, he has to win through a mail-in magazine contest. So it's like a documentary that takes place, you know, obviously 25 years later and stuff like that. I wish it went a little bit deeper than it did. It kind of, what do you call it? It kind of became like a redemption arc towards the end, which I didn't necessarily need. I had more questions than the thing answered. But that's one, The Contestant on Hulu. The other one I saw was on Netflix. It's a Korean action comedy called Mission Cross.
I was possibly going to recommend this as the thing for the summer movie thing, but they did not.
Yeah,
but go on.
As an action comedy, it probably works better as a comedy. It's funnier than I thought as an action thing. But it's kind of like the premise is the wife is a super cop and stuff like that, and her husband has a mysterious past and stuff. I'll just leave it there. But it's charming. It's fun. I recommend it. Those are the 2 things I watched over the holiday weekend.
All right.
So it's like Mr. and Mrs. Kim.
I didn't want to make that
or True Lies,
but yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of that. I didn't want to make that analogy, but yeah, it's all there. It's a Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's a little True Lies. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sold.
It's fun. It's like I said, Albert, you saw it, right?
I was. This was one of the options I was going to use as my summer movie.
Yeah, but you saw it, right? My whole thing was like, it's
not.
funnier. Jesus Christ. Can't recommend something you don't even see. But yeah,
I was going to watch it last night so I could recommend it, but it ended up not happening. So
yeah, it works better as a comedy. It's actually very, very funny than as an action kind of thing. But yeah, it thumbs up for me.
Okay. I guess I will watch it after all. I mean, like I said, I was going to watch it, and then now I'm more encouraged to watch it.
Yeah.
In the spirit of the summer movie wager, my recommendation has to do with going to the movies or watching movies. There are 3 apps that I mentioned in the past that I'll repeat it here in the recommendation. The website movieinsider.com. They're the ones I use to take a look at the upcoming movie release calendars because they actually also cover streaming services. So I find that useful. Because if you look at the IMDb, they also do the same thing too. But IMDb kind of overkills it. They list out every single thing.
Yeah.
And that can be very, very, very intimidating. Movie Insider has a good balance of like theaters.
I actually used a box office website. I know that doesn't come with streaming and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the calendar feature for some reason.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, they're very useful. The calendar stuff.
Yeah.
And the one I use is movieinsider.com.
Yeah.
So just go to like the coming soon section of that thing.
Yeah, coming soon. Yeah.
The other app that I use, the other app that
Jokes, guys. We got sprinkle in jokes, guys. Don't
Yeah.
take it so seriously.
We lost Albert.
the other website / app that I use is justwatch.com. And
Yeah, just watch.
if you don't
Yeah,
know
just
if a
watch.
movie is available for streaming, you go to Just Watch,
Yeah.
type it in, and it will tell you what streaming service you can watch it in. Very
Yeah.
useful.
My other recommendation is cuckold.com, guys.
Okay.
All right. That's enough. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. And then my last recommendation is aftercredits.com. If you're watching a movie, you're waiting the credits, you go, I wonder if they have after credits. Go to aftercredits.com. It's probably on there. And if that doesn't work, just Google it. But aftercredits.com. That's what I use for after credit stuff. Okay. And there we go, folks. Myke, thanks for joining us for this episode.
Thank you, Myke.
Thank you.
Thank you, Myke.
And you almost had it, Myke. You almost had it.
Yeah.
Almost had
I
number one.
know.
Yeah. If it wasn't
If
for
you-
Blake
if
Lively.
If you two end up getting dates out of these two podcasts, let us know, okay? Follow up, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. This was episode 804 of The Stuff and Junction. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, this podcast has been a Who What Worst White production. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and walk the dog.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
Oh yeah, my dog farted so bad I gotta rock her too.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye,
Peace out,
y'all.
guys. See you
Have a
guys.
good night.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.